Hello everyone, I'm David Boucher and welcome back for day 3 of 180 on this 6-month life transformation journey. Thank you very much again for joining me on day number 3, or if you're just joining me for the first time. I want to start off as usual by asking you all, what baby step did you take towards reaching your goal for the next 6 months and even going past that? If you haven't started, get started. What are you waiting on? One small step a day can really create a lot of lasting change. So we're all in this together and let's get going. All right, so the title of this is called, First Small Victory. And one thing I was very conscious of when I started this was I had to celebrate the victories as they came up. So yeah, it's about making money, but if you're only focused on that and you lose sight of everything you've done before, it's easy to get very discouraged. And so I told myself that I was going to celebrate the small victories, and I've gotten two, we'll call it 3, since one was an omission from the last video. So the omission was that in addition to the 3 or 4 conversations I had lined up, I was actually invited to join a podcast by a young professional like myself who studies the future of work a lot. And so unfortunately he's been sick, so it was supposed to happen today. It'll happen a week from today, next Wednesday. I'll make sure and post the link for that, but it's huge. Should be a lot of fun, should be great exposure. And that came as a result of the LinkedIn article, which, as usual, I'll post in the description. The second, or really the 2 next things are, so I had two phone conversations. So one was with a financial communications firm. We talked yesterday. I then sent them samples of my work, and they said, yeah, there could definitely be some overlap, so let's have another follow-up conversation to maybe talk about some project work. So that's a victory. I went from, first interview after having not done one in years, right? And was able to do well enough to get to the next step. So that's awesome. And then this morning, I had a call with another really interesting person who had also started his own business and wanted to sell some technical software in an industry I'm familiar with, oil and gas, right? And so we had a talk. He was incredibly friendly, incredibly personable. And I think I think we're going to continue the conversation, which is fantastic. I mean, at this point, I'm not looking to land $1 million contract. I'm just looking to meet interesting people, provide as much value to them as I can, and then hopefully see where that goes. So it's been a really great couple days. I haven't made any money yet, but I feel like I'm on the right track. And certainly if we go back to what I was talking about when I first started this video series, which was, I just wanted to make sure that I could really take advantage of the end of the year 2017 to launch into 2018. And it looks like that's happening for me, which is awesome. If I could, take that and turn it into something that would be useful for you if you're thinking about following the same path, it's that I definitely want to state just how important, going back to that first job, the financial communications job, having a portfolio of work readily available to share was. So I have done in the past, a lot of projects that never really took off, but I did them in my spare time, and I always take the view that anything that gets put out there publicly is a representation of me. And that's even more important now because I have no company name backing me up. And so I would always put as much time and effort into this work as I could so I could be proud of it. And now I've got something where if someone says, hey, can you show me that you've done code before? Well, I've got, the early videos on this YouTube channel of my work with Google Glass. Or if they ask for examples of my writing, I can point to literally dozens of articles. And so I would say that for you, if you're looking to go down this path, it's not enough to say, okay, I'll just get started when I freelance. Even if you're not getting paid for it, you have to build up a body of work so that when you're ready to go, you have something to show people that you're able to deliver. And also just in terms of your own output, we get better as we do things more and more. And so I heard Ed Sheeran on television, the singer, had an interview where he said, writing songs is a lot like running the tap or the faucet. You gotta let it run. First, you'll have the dirty brown water come out, and you have to let it run before it goes clear. And so that's what doing anything is like. You have to just work the bugs out, find what works well for you, and get into your own rhythm before you can actually start producing your best work. So if if your big goal is to in fact go freelance or change career paths, even if it's changing career paths for another company rather than freelancing, people want to work with and hire what they know. And the best thing that you can provide them, the best way you can provide them with that comfort factor is to show them what you've already done and that starts now. So write, draw, program, whatever it is you want to do, make pottery, build guitars, get started now, and that will make your transition, that much easier when you're finally ready to make the leap. So with that, I just want to remind everyone, again, whatever baby step you took today, take another one for tomorrow, and I look forward to checking back with you then. Take it easy.